Good morning, friends. Hope you are all fine. And there were no classes of political science. So that means on 26th and 27th was gone. 28th, today is 28th. How are you? Fine? Take care of yourself, your family. दो गज की दूरी, mask है जरूरी. Fine. What I was doing, I told you, I just recapitulate what we have done on 26th, right? One day was passed, so to 28th, so that you should remember what we have done. And I told you arguments against democracy. In arguments against democracy, leaders kept changing, keep changing. The leaders always keep changing. I will quickly do it so that we can go further. Democracy is all about political competition and power play, number 2. And criminalization in the politics, number 3. Many people have to consulted in democracy, that leads to delay, number 4. Number 5, elected leaders do not know what to do and what is the best interest, but what is the best in the interest of the people. Next, democracy leads to corruption and criminalization. Next, ordinary people don't know what is good for them, and they should not decide anything. Ordinary people, they don't have any appearance in the politics. They only vote. The candidate they vote for, if they are winner, then that's their job is over. Then these were the arguments against democracy. Now, arguments for democracy. Arguments for democracy. China famine, right? So China's famine, there was a comparison between China's famine and India's dearth of food, and we were able to overcome our difficulty, but China was not, right? So it was due to the democratic setup, lot of consultation, lot of planning, lot of in good planning and in-depth planning was there. Then a democratic government, here it is, a democratic government, yeah, better form of government, because it's a more accountable form of government. It's a more accountable, जवाबदेही. फिर भूल मत जाना इस बात को, बार बार मैं कहता हूँ. Accountable means जवाबदेही, right? They have to answer to the people. They have to answer to the Vidhan Sabha, Lok Sabha, Rajya Sabha, whatever it is, whatever Sabha it is. They have to answer the people. They have to answer the press. That's what they are doing. So there is another reason a democratic government is always better than, because it's a more accountable form of government. Next, democracy improves the quality of decision making, because a lot of heads are there, lot of consultations are there, where a lot of heads are involving in making the decisions. Then filter, the best filter aspect is coming up. Filter होके चीजें बाहर निकलती हैं. When the filtration is there, your decision is good. So democracy improves the quality of decision making. And then point number 3. This is point number 3. Democracy provides a method to deal with difference and conflicts. Difference and conflicts provides a method to deal with difference and conflicts. You know, if we are in democracy, then there must be a lot of people are there, and we have got multiple choice of parties, multiple parties are there. So, and various religion, various languages, various dialects, many states, many people are there, more than 130 crore people. So it's a very difficult to have. It's very difficult to have one decision. So democracy provides a method to deal with differences and conflicts. Democracy से आप क्या कर सकते हो? Differences को कम कर सकते हो और झगड़े फसाद कम हो सकते हैं. Next, democracy enhances the dignity of citizens. Here it is. Democracy enhances the dignity of citizens. Look, everyone, before the law, everyone is equal. Before the law, everyone is equal. And everyone is equal means we have got the six fundamental rights. I have got the six fundamental rights. Right? Everyone is having six fundamental rights. Even the President of India is also having six fundamental rights. His value and vote is same. Your value and vote is same. Mine value and vote is same. So same value, same. One person, one value, one vote. Right? So it means we are all equal. We are all equal. So your dignity is just very important to any other's dignity. Right? So next is, finally, democracy is better than other forms of government because it allows to correct its own mistakes. Then here it is. Right. It's better, always better. It's the last one. It's always better because if you are able to know that what's your mistakes, right? I'm not saying blunder. I'm saying your mistakes. Then yes, you can rectify your mistakes, and in the future you can do much better, right? काम करेंगे तो गलतियां होंगी, काम ही नहीं करेंगे तो गलती कहाँ से होगी, right? So गलतियों पे we have to take care of our mistakes. We have to have the lessons from our mistakes and do much better in the future. So this was the argument for democracy, and it was and earlier it was arguments against democracy. Now, come to the broader meaning of democracy. Here, what is the broader meaning? Broader meaning, uske aur bhi meaning hai. Why we go for representative democracy? We have got the representative democracy. What is the meaning of representative democracy? You choose your people. You choose your people. And after those people, those are MLAs, MPs, right? They choose their leader. And that particular, they choose, we have got two types of leaders. One is opposition leaders, one is ruling leader. For example, Congress is sitting in opposition, that is they are the opposition parties, and Modi is ruling. So NDA government or BJP government is ruling. So BJP is the ruling party. So this is we are representative. Modern democracy involves, and we have understood democracy as a form of government. Here it is. I enlarge the screen. Yeah, we have understood democracy as a form of government. This way of defining democracy help us to identify a clear set of minimal features that the democracy must have. The most common form of that democracy takes in our time is that we have got the representative democracy. Because India is a vast country. Why some of them you are thinking, sir, why representative democracy? No, why we don't choose direct democracy? We have got the indirect democracy. Right? One is direct democracy, one is indirect democracy. Now I will give you some type of example so that you can think that why we have got indirect democracy or representative democracy. India is the largest country. I told you, one of the second largest country, and second largest population. Lot of languages are there, lot of dialects are there, lot of religions are there, many states are there, many union territories are there. Right? So it's a huge country, right? So you cannot take decision directly every day. For example, your home is there. आपका घर जो है वो भी democratic घर है. You have got two heads, your papa and your mother, right? So these two people, your papa and papis, they are the two person, papa and papi. They're the two person. One is papa, father, and mother, papa, papi, right? So give us a little bit smile also. Why so much looking serious? So take it this way. So these are the two people who take every decision for your home, betterment for your home, betterment for your people. I said home, not your house. Betterment for your home. Home आपका घर है, house आपका मकान है, घर आपसे बनता है, मकान ईंटों से बनता है. Okay, so this is your home. So your father or mother takes every decision for your benefit. And sometimes, suppose that decision is not applicable, not acceptable by you, your father changes the decision. Then and there only, right? So why it is so? Because your home is the people are very much minimal, 5, 6, 7. That's why. But when the country is enlarged like India, right? Then their decisions are very much tough, and you cannot change the decision every day, right? So that's why we have got the representative democracy. We choose our people, we choose our leaders, and we give them the power to take decision in favor of us. We give them the power. So they rule for 5 years. If we think the rule is good, we will continue. Right? If we think the rule is not good, we will discontinue. For example, what is happening on 4th of May, 4th of May, we have got the counting of votes in Bengal. We have the counting of the vote in Bengal, right? And if Mamata Banerjee is there, Mamata Banerjee is there. If the Bengal people, West Bengal people think that Mamata Banerjee's government suits them, they will choose him. If their counting is there on 4th or 5th, no, 2nd, on the 2nd of this next month, counting will be started. If they think that Mamata Banerjee is not good, they will replace them. So easy and so nicely, right? So this is the answer, but it is not easy so nicely. What I am saying is it is very tough, right? Lot of people are there. You know what is happening in West Bengal now. Then modern democracy involves such a large number of people that it is physically impossible for them to sit together and take a collective decision. Just I told you just now, right? So this is a broader meaning of democracy. हम डेमोक्रेसी को 5 साल तक के लिए टेस्ट करते हैं, चेक करते हैं कि look, the people whom we have chosen them, are they good or not good, right? Next is even right, even if the citizen does not have the time, the desire, or the skill to take part of all that election. This gives us a clear but minimal understanding of democracy. This clarity helps us to distinguish democracy from non-democratic country. What is the main difference between democratic country and non-democratic country? Your power of expression through the ballot paper or through the EVM machines. You express yourself, right? That's the power of expression. Your desire, right? But that is the main aspect which you have got the universal adult franchise, your elections, right? That happens in democracy. Although, yes, it is correct that in non-democratic countries, also they have got the election to show the people, to show the world that look, they have got the elections. But those elections are biased. Those elections are for the sake of election. That's all. I watch. Right. So that is there. So here it is a cartoon. One cartoon is there. And 50 glorious years, it was when this 50 glorious years of what we have done, and at the top lot of prime minister photos are there, in which we have got VP Singh also, Atal Bihari Vajpayee also, Chandrasekhar also, Mrs. Indira Gandhi also, right? So many people are there. So these are the prime minister. What we have achieved, it is written inside it. The TV is broadcasting because TV is saying that what we have achieved, what we have to achieve. So a person is sleeping. A person is not interested what we have done. What is the result? He is interested. Right. Next. Here it is. Next part we go. Sometimes we use democracy for organizations other than the government. Just read this sentence. We are very democratic family. No, this is a democracy is not only in the government. Democracy, it is in your family members. Democracy in your locality. You democracy in your village. There are panchayat. We have got the panchayati raj system. We have the Panch Sarpanch, their elections are there. Your village people, they used to go for the election for the Panch and Sarpanches. That is also part of the democracy. So, at the end, here, today I will put an end of it. And tomorrow again, we will start another part of the same chapter. Yeah, this is also means that no country, here, that no country is a perfect democratic country. You know, some loopholes are there. हम ये कहें कि India is a big country and India is a democratic country. India is one of the best democratic country, right? So India is a big democratic country. The democracy is prevailing over there. Democracy is prevailing over there, and it is one of the best part, right? So no, we can't say yes. India is the ultimate democratic country. No, not at all. Not at all. India is a democratic country. So the features of democracy that we discuss in this chapter provide only the minimum conditions of a democracy. These are whatever I have done. You know, okay, some minus points are there in democracy. You know, minus points are everywhere. If you do good, any good thing, minus point is there. Look, Modi is doing a lot of things for the country, but still there are many minus points. Right? Why we were not prepared for this COVID? Why we were not prepared? More than 1,80,000 people are already dead. Already dead. And every day 2,000, 1,000, 1,500 people are dying every day. Why we were not ready? So many questions are there, but still democratic countries are moving ahead than other non-democratic countries, because here we have the power of expression, right? So that does not make it any ideal democracy. Every democratic has to try release the ideals of a democratic decision making. This cannot be achieved once for all. Every year we have, after 5 years we have our elections, and some type of agendas are there, right? What we are going to do for the nation. So it changes. It changes during time and time. It changes the thing. But still, the people of the Indian country, they of Indian origin or democratic origin, they love democratic country. They love, because lot of power are there for the people. Lot of rights are there. Your fundamental rights are there. Your fundamental rights have been granted by the Supreme Court of any country. Right, it's like Supreme Court of India. So this cannot be achieved once and for all. This requires a constant effort to save and strengthen democratic forms. Thus, as I told you, that look, we have got lot of problems in a democratic country, lot of problems. But we have to, we have to face the problem. Then only we will be achieving our goal, right? This requires a constant effort to save and strengthen democratic form. We have to continue our effort. For the last 70 years, we are doing with democratic country, democratic setup. We choose our government, right? So government is not coming by them, right? As an autocratic part, or in a monarchism, or like in dictatorship. So it's not coming automatically. You are choosing them. Look, in India, there was internal emergency during 1974, 75, like this. Mr. Indira Gandhi was there at that time, prime minister, as a prime minister. So what happened during emergency? Your all rights are gone. But after 6 months, your rights are automatically again at its status quo. जैसा था वैसे ही आपको मिल जाता है. Again, Mrs. Indira Gandhi, she has to fight an election. Maybe she lost the election, but she has to fight the election. But that doesn't mean she lost very badly. She won many in many constituencies. She came up. as a winner. It means many parts of the country, they accepted that emergency is required. And many parts of our country, they think, some people think emergency was not required. It depends on person to person. It depends on, state to another state. Depends on us. Fine. So what we do as citizens can make a difference to making our country more or less democratic. What we can do, how our democracy will be successful. We should do our job better. Let me tell you one thing. Intelligently, work smart, not work very hard. Hard work not required now these days. Work smart is required now. Smart work is required. Right. Now, look now, I'm taking the class, sitting in the school and helping me. Mr. Puneet is there, he's taking the classes, right? He's helping me out. No, these are but my voice, his work reaching to you. What I want to say you are able to listen. Class is not missing. Something is better than nothing. Okay, face to face is another class, that is another history. But we are unable to do it now. Then what to do? Sit quietly at our home? No, it's not possible. We have to work smart. So at least something is doing, something is better than nothing. Right? So that is the answer. That happens in a smart better, your work better, then democracy will be successful. This is the strength and the weakness of a democracy. The fate of the country depends. This is the what distinguished democratic form of the government. Wait, just giving one point. This is the strength and the weakness. Here it is. I forget the line. The weakness of the democracy. The fate of a country depends not just on what the rulers do, but many of the what we citizens do. I told you just now. Government क्या करती है क्या नहीं करती, government को क्या हमने दिया, that is we people knew it. We have chosen our people. Ultimate power is with the people. Janta hi Janardana hai. It is in democracy. Right? You choose them, they are ruling. You don't choose them, they will not rule. Some other party will come. But let the democracy prevail. We should do our best. We should not think about the difficulties. Difficulties will be there. In democratic setup also, difficulties are there. But we have to overcome our difficulties. So last paragraph. This is what distinguishes democratic form of government. Other forms of government, like monarchy, I told you, you compare with it, monarchy, dictatorship, or any one party rule, that is the Communist Party, then one Communist Party is in China, one was in USSR, right? So, there, one party rule do not require all citizens to take part in politics. Here, everyone who is 18 years of age taking part in the government formation. Government formation, right? If all person, right, they're above 18 years of age, they have the fundamental right to go for vote. You like the people, you vote for them. You don't like, you vote against them. So, in fact, most non-democratic government citizens would not take part in politics. Yeah, in China, army is also there, Forge. Forge is also taking part in the politics. In India, army, air force, whatever the army, our Forge is not taking part in the politics. They are aloof from yes, they go for the vote. They have the fundamental right. They have to vote. They go forward. That's all. They don't indulge in politics. But in China, in other parts of the country, in Myanmar, look, see what's happening in Myanmar. Dictatorship is prevailing over there. Many people, now more than 800 people were killed. More than 800 people were killed by the military junta. Can it happen in India? No, not at all. Still no. Cross your finger, still no. So, but democracy depends upon active political participation by all citizens. Very important part. We have to be active in politics. Good decision making should be there. Good decision making should be there. Good work conditions should be there. Good surrounding, good fundamental rights should be there. Right? So this is the answer. That is why a study of democracy must focus on democratic power. We should go for the democratic party, not one party politics, not dictatorship, not monarchism. Right? So we have to go for the democratic system. So friends, here we come to an end of this chapter. Right? Tomorrow I will have the same book, 2 chapters. I told you earlier that we will continue 2 chapters from one book. Tomorrow I will go for constitutional design. Right? Constitutional design. Whatever I have done with you today, you should go through it. I am giving you the questions and make your answers. Read the chapter thoroughly, make your notes, use your time, don't waste it. Mind it one thing, if you waste the time, time will waste you. If you waste the time, time will waste you. Then don't cry कि ये हो गया और वो